His barn name, as far as I'm concerned, is Chrome. Hit some more. Of course, this is Brave Eagle. Before I get started and I get the horse up close on the line, I want to go a little bit on tracking. And I use horses a lot of times to get my horses on cows, and it carries over and track. So if y'all want to sow or something, if you can't afford cows or have excess, if you got an extra horse, just throw them in a round pen. You can do an arena, but then the horse gets too in a hurry, and when you first start tracking, you want it to be slow and easy. So all I'm going to do is mimic the other horse's actions. Now, an interesting side note is, with Chrome over there, when I first started using Brave Eagle, who's a stud, working him instead of Suka, who's a gelding, Chrome's attitude was totally different. In other words, he challenged me more. So all I'm going to do is encourage his feet to move. I'm going to just let Brave Eagle follow him. I want to keep about 15 foot away from him. Chrome stops. Now I'm not worried about staying up with Chrome right this minute. Now, if I was doing this without the camera and not showing y'all, yeah, I would have moved out. But right now I want to show y'all. So I'm just going to stay up here with Chrome. I'm going to stay up with his shoulder. This tracking is real easy. There's no rocket science. And this is how I can tell a horse is cowardly or not just after a few minutes of this. It doesn't take 6 months, it just takes a few minutes. And right there, Brave Eagle got too far, so I stopped. I backed him up a little bit. I'm going to let Brave Eagle trot at him a little bit. Chrome stops. I'm going to back Brave Eagle up and turn him. So I just want to pay important attention. And I'm always going to have Brave Eagle right now take a step backwards and then walk off, because I don't want him, because that helps him get that rear end under him. And get better turns. This episode is going to be about something else, but this is just a quick crash course in tracking. Ooh. Next right there, I'm too far in front of the shoulder. Maybe back up a little bit. So that way I'm in line, so whatever Chrome does, I can match him. Now I could have showed this with Suka, but Suka's now, since I've used him a few times, he's back to where I want him. And he'll be hitting and getting. Brave Eagle on that stuff's a little bit behind Suka. Oop, right there, I'm too far ahead, back off. Now I will turn to encourage Chrome to move. Oop. Right there, Brave Eagle got too far in front. Now if I was working Chrome's body, that'd be a different story. But right now, I'm just tracking him. I just want to follow him. So that's all long of it. Tracking, teach your horse how to, especially just to sort. It's real easy. Just get behind an animal. It doesn't matter if horse or cow, and just follow them, match them. Watch your body position. You want to try to be even so you can do whatever that cow or horse does. So we're going to take a short break and catch Chrome up. Alright. Now we're going to pony Chrome here, but I'm not going to just pull him around. My objective, of course, we've done this a couple of times. A few times actually. So I'm going to use Brave Eagle, get Chrome used to me over top of him. Now, the reason I'm riding without a bridle on this stud is to show if you train a stud right and everything, you can get by this. Would I recommend everybody else do this? No. But Brave Eagle's got the time and everything else. So I will just walk off here a little bit with him. Then we'll do a sharp turn here. Good boy. Walk one foot. Oh. And actually, to be honest with you, I gotta worry about Chrome more than I do Brave Eagle. So we just, like I said, my objective is to keep it slow, because Chrome is Lee, or however you want to call his name, horse. He's really known to be explosive at times. And see, now I can flex him, I can turn him, I can move his hip with Brave Eagle. It's a lot safer for me to do this way than of course, what I do on one side, I got to do the other. And while he's moving, there, oh, I want Brave Eagle to move with him. And Brave Eagle's done this enough now. He knows when Chrome stops, but unless I cue him different, he's supposed to stop. And my objective, and that's going with the next episode, which I'll be ground driving him, which is very few horses I do ground drive. But I really want to get him used to the bit and everything, so if he gets explosive, I can control him. Because it's been pretty evident somebody somewhere in the past, I don't care what anybody tries to say, has tried to ride him, and they didn't get it job done. Come on, push, push, push. Come on, bend, flex them, flex them, flex them. Good boy. Now come out of it. There. You know, it's all taking one step at a time. You're better off taking one step at a time than getting, especially a horse like him, who's already been, I think, cowboyed. Now he's doing real good. Like I said, we've done this somewhat before, and he's not far from me being ready, but I want to ground drive him more. And the way I started was, if you go back on YouTube and look at Bella, the bucking horse, I showed how I got him used coming up to the rail. And that's where I started with him before, you know, way back when. And then I started doing it from horseback. And of course, y'all saw the last episode with him where I was wanting him to come to me on his own. Which now, you know, if I back off of him and play with him a little bit, he'll follow me like a puppy dog on another horse without a lead line. This is a cut and dry video, nothing fancy. Because like I said, a lot of people, when they pony, they think just going around like this on the trail, which is fine. It gets them used to the trail. But you need to get up there, you know, get up there close and personal with that horse, so that horse used to you up here. And you need to do it with the saddle, so that way I can reach down here and grab this girth. I grab my stirrup, grab that girth. Good boy. Now right there, old Bravey did his job. The horse moved, so he said, "Oh, fine, you're gonna move. I'm gonna push that shoulder. I mean that rear end." And I reach down here and tighten that girth. Good boy. And some horses, I'll take the saddle off of them from another horse. But do something like this for a purpose, not just pull your horse around and walk them on a trail. Like I said, get up, because here they get to feel my stirrup and my leg hit them. Right now I'm kicking them and I'm not getting no reaction. So when I climb on top of him, it's all going to pay off, and y'all see it. I mean, do your foundation work. Take your time. Get them right, you know. Like I said, some horses, yeah, I can have them saddled up, and I've had one horse that a halter broke. Halter broke and was on him in half hour on the trail. But them horses are far and few between. But I let that horse tell me when he was ready for the next step. So like I said, this is pretty dry and simple. But like I said, when you pony your horse, do other things besides just pull them down the trail. You know, get up there, get up close to them. And I go head to tail. I don't want him right up to me, because especially if you're on a trail, if he bolts off, he's going to run forward. But with head to tail, if he tried to bolt like he did the first time, and because of my helper's got a real job now, so she can't film us like everything. So some of this stuff I like for it filmed when we first did it, but I couldn't. So, you know, like I said, do it for a purpose. Get up there and play with the saddle. But always try to do it with a saddle on. But always start in a small area, so that way the horse ain't run down the trail. But don't just pony him. Main thing is just don't pony him down the road and think that's gonna. The only thing that'll help is if you do it right, is help him get soft to the halter and used to everything else. But if you get all your tools there, actually in reality you don't need it. Because Cindy can verify this. First time she saw Bravey on the trails, only about a second time, and I think she thought he's been on a trail a few times. But he's got the tools, people. And that's the upcoming episodes I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about counterbending. And y'all out there say, well, why is that important for us? We're just trail riders. To keep you safe. So when you go on a trail ride, these other people, horses, there's no control. They're falling off, and they're trying to do a one-range stop. They don't have a clue what it is. Their horse don't have a clue what it is. So that escalates into something, and the person gets thrown off. Or you can just, your horse gets a little nervous, play with its mouth or whatever, and say, hey, get with the program, and they come down and relax. That's why it's important. That's why I always tell everybody, get this horse as soft to the bit as you possibly can. So with that said, As I always say, be true to the horse, they'll be true to you. And first and foremost, be true to yourself. To my kids, my grandkids, special person out there, Ouachita Lake Cadenette, God bless, take care.